have paperwork with the chief. We already talked about this in the Made Clear tape, but they say that Roy Hayes don't have his own clan, and he's not classified on records with the Black Hand or the United States Corporation as being.
Why would I register with my enemy, and why would these outlaw clans agree to register with the enemy and give them proper persona jurisdiction over us? We don't want them motherfuckers here in the first place.
That's not the end of the question, because I know you already broke that part down about why you ain't like what they talking about, right?
Right. But I don't look. I got the blood in the right. I don't need no paper.
Right. So,
I don't got to be on nobody roll. I bet the government gonna know who I am.
That's right. Now the last part of that question, going along with what you just said, is okay. We understand that this is not a physical war really anymore. Like for us, it's a conjure war. It's not actually fighting with guns and battle. That people think we're supposed to get the guns and battle. That was the Black Panther stuff, and we're gonna ask a question about that too. But because we're talking about mental warfare here, mental martial arts, right? So the battle, as far as the system, the money system, the Federal Reserve, it's the system is only being held up by the minds of the people that's agreeing to the system. The
illusion. Yeah, they participating in the illusion that's keeping the artificial system in place until enough of us wake up where it can reach critical mass and cause a spontaneous collapse of the entire system.
Yeah, how? That's the question. How do we get the people to? Because they say, man, we still got to pay bills. I still got to go to work and make money, but you saying the system is over. I got to go make money to get a hamburger, to get me some Pampers, and you know what I'm saying, I got to go make some money, and I still got to pay bill. But so how do we transition? Because we got to make the transition. We got to wean ourselves off of this system, because I see that if the system just gets snatched off of us, because we've been sucking on it like your mama's titty, big mama's titty. I see if the system gets snatched from certain people, they wouldn't know how to handle it. I know how to handle it, because I that's just who we are. I think we would make it. But they saying, how do we wean ourselves to begin to transition off of this Bank of America 1913 Federal Reserve mental money type agreement that's going down pretty much? You know, I know
for the people for those people that's they frame of reference and they frame of thought. Mm-hmm. They supposed to keep doing what they doing because they supposed to be holding the system up longer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ain't none of this haphazard. I done already slayed the dragon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Really? I done already told our people the big lie they was keeping from us. Yeah. The little white lie turned into a whale of a lie, Moby Dick.
Yeah, right.
So Ahab came, the 10th king of Israel, and slayed that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. By telling the people the truth. Mm-hmm. So it's real simple. Stay with the bill paying as long as you want to. Mm-hmm. If you don't have enough intellectual capacity to shift out of the system, stay in it till it falls. I'm not participating. Mm-hmm. But if you know what to do, you obligated to do it, because if you don't, nature takes its course and forces you to the hard way.
That's right, man. That's what I just said.
You can't freeze under pressure and then don't expect the consequence. But this is a wrap. I think we down to weeks now.
So I think so. Do you think that we need to be stacking up supplies for them for the given time, for the little shift or the lights out or whatever's gonna happen? Do we need to be prepared for that?
The most you need is probably about 30 days supply, because when they shut everything down, it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to like 90 days, I think, but the standard is 30. Mm-hmm. And I doubt if it even be down for a whole day, because we've had so long to put the new infrastructure in place. The big part about it is everybody gonna have to freeze long enough to catch their breath when they realize the amount of shit that took place and in their face, behind their back.
Don't panic. Main thing is don't panic.
The less negatively charged emotional energy you feed the system, it starves because it's feeding off your fear, the fear mongering. Oh, we finna have Armageddon. Armageddon was fought 2,000 years ago. Menhotep III. Why in the fuck would we repeat that shit? That's the dumbest shit in the world. That was the battle in the Valley of Megiddo. Look it up. It's no secret. So, all of these historical events is falling in cyclic fashion, but they happening on a different scale of magnitude. So a lot of the stuff they told us was going to be horrible is just a newspaper press release. And a lot of the shit they told us was going to go smooth has been catastrophic.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they didn't get the response that they needed when the newspaper report came out and they started getting hungry for some sensational gossip. So stir the people up, make them start talking.
So they still running game on us in the background through the media and the news outlets to try to stir us up and keep us, you know. But we ain't responding like they want us to respond. And could that be a part of just their time? It's just a wrap for them, and it just ain't gonna work. You know, they should just
look. The system is being artificially floated by AI, spreading the money using the law of efficiency.
Okay, go ahead.
The most important stuff in finance, the stuff it can't finance no more, ain't functioning.
Yeah.
Now, the cover story as to why it ain't functioning can be anything. We on strike. They had a supplier collapse or whatever. But the thing is, ain't shit moving like it was 2 months ago.
Oh yeah, bro.
This is slowly coming to a halt. It's almost it's stopping.
Yeah, I can tell.
They're running out of the capability to artificially sustain the system. The system is dead. You know, when you kill a fish, sometimes the nerves be alive and it flop a little bit, but it be still dead.
Yeah.
That's what's going on right now. That's what they seeing.
Damn.
They seeing the nerves of the fish flopping around while it's dead.
But ain't no more water. It's a wrap. That's what I was gonna ask you, Roy, because me and my wife talked about this today. Normally we used to go to the store and say we bought popcorn or something. It was like $25 in a pack, and then it was like $5. Now you go back and buy that same pack, it's like 10 in a pack, and then it's up. It's like $10. They double the price. It seems like everything that we used to buy is not only less quantity, but costs more. And I saying, they put the crunch on.
That's inflation. That's fractional reserve banking at its finest. That's what it's designed to do.
Go ahead.
Give you less product for the decreasing value of the dollar.
Damn, bro, this shit is getting crazy.
You gotta remember, man, when we used to go to the mom and pop store in the basement in Chicago with a quarter, come out that bitch with a bag full of all kind of shit. We used to call it the penny store.
Yeah. 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 So like so you think that they get ready to crash the dollar? So that's what I was saying. Why would they offer us all this damn money and then everything is going up? Somebody else said that when they give us that money, they're gonna make the price of everything go up to where you're gonna be living still check to check with a fucking $2,500 a week. You're gonna still be living check to check. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part.
Yeah, man.
So how long we got, bro? How long we got, man?
We down a week.
You know what I'm saying?
Somewhere around there.
Seem like because these boys been out of business. I'm trying to see when they gonna roll the robots out. Did they may roll them out on Halloween? They've been already going to these different events with these. They say they're human dressed like robots. But if somebody was to, if a robot was to come out now on Halloween looking like that, people probably would think that it was a real human or some human dressed like a robot.
A human is a robot.
Go ahead.
This is just an Earth rover suit.
That's right. I'm with you.
Right. The only ones that's not an Earth rover is the NPCs.
Go ahead.
And most of them phasing out of existence. So it's just it's crystalline technology, nanotech, right? Organic nanotechnology. They use now in Silicon Valley they use soy.
What?
But at the ancients they use corn. What they use soy for today, in ancient times we use corn for.
Go ahead.
So the human carbon and the corn carbon is the same fucking carbon. Right? Because the microprocessors that we call the DNA helix, it's made out of the carbon of the corn.
Go ahead.
Right? So when you put all this stuff together, you ain't the body. You just using the body to navigate Earth.
Yep, I'm with it.
Right? When the body is neglected and breaks down and is no longer functional, you need a new suit. Right? I mean, you ain't gonna go to a wedding with a tuxedo that got holes in the knees and elbows because it's so old, are you?
Nope.
You're gonna replace the suit, right?
Yeah.
So when the Earth suit break down, we replace it with another one. They call it jumping avatars.
Go ahead.
In Atlantis, they had the healing chambers, and they found them in Antarctica and reproduced them. They gonna be unveiled at the World Fair. They've been using them in Area 51 for about 30 years or more.
Yeah, the military.
You remember that Jean-Claude Van Damme Universal Soldier?
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. That's what they was using it for, to create unisols.
Mike Tyson DNA and everything, right? Bruce Lee.
They would take the soldiers that was high achievers in the battlefield, put them in a healing chamber and rejuvenate the body even after it had major damage.
Damn.
They grow back limbs and all that.
Just like on Wanted.
But Wanted, that was what they called an elixir bath.
Okay.
In ancient times. And that only have superficial healing properties, cuts and scrapes and abrasions and bruises of the body.
Yeah.
When you need to regenerate a limb, then you need to go into what they call in Kemet the sarcophagi.
Yeah, the sarcophagus.
It's a healing pod that will regenerate. It'll read the DNA, and the DNA will tell it what's missing.
That's right.
Right, and then it'll correct it.
Yeah.
And only certain people that they called the gods back then was allowed to use it. Now it's going to be at all the doula centers.
That's right. Murdoch and Tahuti created that device. Yeah, that's interesting that you know about that. Know a lot about that device, and it can prolong your life. We used to lay in it a lot, but it can prolong your life. But if you lay in it too much, it was a defect that Tahuti ended up working out. That it was a defect to that machine that caused them to be like cranky and like agitated real fast. It made them short-tempered from using it so much. But then I think
because it causes. Okay, so you know sensory deprivation does to the mind, right?
Go ahead, go in on that.
So Right. They put you in the sensory deprivation chamber. Most people will go totally insane in 30 days. Right.
Damn.
The healing chamber gives a sensation, used to get a sensation of being in the sensory deprivation chamber.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the remedy was?
What's the remedy?
Your playlist, your favorite playlists.
Music.
Put your favorite playlist on and play it while you in there, and you don't go through the sensory deprivation effect.
What? That's deep, Rod. That's deep. Damn, they cut Rod out right after he said that shit. Yeah, see, that's that. See, you must say some billionaires boys club. Them boys, them billionaire boys. You said some of they shit that they got going on in the background that they enjoy. They got the billionaires boys club. So they recovered that machine from ancient Kemet and duplicated a similar to it. I'm gonna to give y'all an idea what it looked like. It looked like a tanning bed that you lay into, and you can put the things over your eyes just like
That's
that.
the med bed. That's the med bed. The med bed is different, and it does different stuff. So if you have like liver problems, kidney problems, you lay on the med bed, it'll heal that.
Mm-hmm. We also had a device you could rub over them like this.
That was a wine. They got those now. Those are scanners to determine what your ailment is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. They show all of this technology I'm talking about is in the hieroglyphics in Egypt.
That's right.
It's in the hieroglyphics. It's in the hieroglyphics in Mexico. It's in the hieroglyphics in Arizona. Arizona is the most top secret ancient city in the world. It's right there in Arizona. And this is what they would call the cradle of the gods. Right? So all of the technology has always been here. But the ones who was fighting the war had to crash everything, and everybody had to start off with amnesia. The problem that we had is some of them motherfuckers cheated.
Go ahead, go in.
And they never had amnesia, so they was whooping our ass.
Go ahead.
And they was telling other people, right, and they was telling other people how to whoop us. Man. That's how Yakub's handlers was able to keep the devil in power all that time.
You dirty sucker, man. Dirty sucker, man. I'm telling you, man. So, hey, Rod, okay, since you going in on that, because we're still talking about mental warfare, and just say to dumb it down to your everyday fight as far as a mental attack, as far as somebody trying to, talk down on you, or whatever case that the people might have where they got to fight and use their mind. How it's something as simple as dealing with your boss on your job. You know what I'm saying? How do you protect your mind from being? How do you use your defense your psychic defense to protect from something that's trying to intrude onto your brain, into your mind? You
just got to remember, once you engage in it,
keep talking.
You in it. As soon as you engage in it, you in it. You part of it. Right? So you have to pick your battles wisely. You can't fight everybody and everything that come along, or else you'll be so depleted that you won't be able to win the war.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to go on now. I said it was good. Okay, all right. So hey, Rod.
Mm-hmm.
Got about an hour. Hey, if y'all got some more questions for Rod, drop them in the chat, man, because we just going in, you know what I'm saying, chopping heads off. The next question I got for you, because somebody could say, because mention Rod will be back on, ask him this question. where is the next, like we're dealing with Donald Trump? That was a Donald Trump thing. All right, so they said that, okay, so Donald Trump, you said that Donald Trump is still president. Could you elaborate on that? That's one person asked it.
Look, the whole Joe Biden presidency is a psyop.
Okay.
And the purpose is for the people that still sleep, that ain't ready to wake up. They still had to do the cleanup. Mm-hmm. They had to go in the tunnels. They had to get the babies out. They had to catch the traffickers, the ones who was financing and trading in human capital. Mm-hmm. Right? All that stuff had to be done while regular people is going about their day-to-day life thinking it's business as usual.